It's really an honor to be in the same room as you guys.
Oh, stop.
Ah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Film Hustlers.
What up?
You know, we did 100 episodes.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow, that's right.
This is our 101st episode, just to be clear.
Right, yeah.
101st
Yeah,
episode.
that's right.
Yeah.
101 episodes over 5 years, over 5
And Davey Dave Roberts
seasons.
didn't want to do it, remember? It
You
was
know,
like,
Roberts
he actually quit one
He
time,
quit
yeah.
twice.
Really?
Yeah, he gave us Nahara, who was fine, but he just got a little political on that one.
So Roberts quit one time upstairs, and then one time down here he quit. He literally left while we were going to record. He was
Wow,
like,
and
"All right,
why was
I'll see you
that?
guys later.
I don't know that that's true. I don't know that that's true, but I did.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
did quit, and you know what's funny about it? I just I didn't quit. I decided I didn't want to do it anymore, and then we recorded that day, and Tootie was like just very upset about it. So we never aired that episode because it was obnoxious. Like all he did was sit there and
Break his balls.
yeah, he was very upset. So we didn't air that, but. Anyway, congratulations, guys, on
Hey,
100
congratulations.
Congrats. That's
101
amazing.
episodes.
Hey.
Shaniece Cole is here today with us.
Shaniece.
Special
It's
guest.
an honor. Oh my God.
She's a producer. She's an actor.
Yeah.
Your day job is Access Hollywood, which is an amazing job.
Yes.
Right?
Very
So
much.
you produce pieces for them, and you're actually on camera as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
yes.
very cool.
Yes.
And you have a twin sister.
Yes.
And I don't want to forget, you have a twin sister.
Yes, my twin sister Shanae, she does exactly the same thing, but she works at, her day job is HGTV.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
That's nice.
But yeah, we're going to talk more about Shaniece in a sec. But and with Shaniece about her career, but yeah, we were looking back. I was talking to Shaniece about our first show,
Right.
and our second show, and our
Right.
third show, and our
Right.
whatever the first top 10.
Davey Dave wasn't in the beginning.
No, he
remember?
wasn't.
I missed 3 shows.
But
Yeah.
some of those shows
But
are the most
You sat
popular.
in. He sat in.
yeah. I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Some of those are the most popular. The ones that we did about a lawyer, getting a lawyer for raising money for your movies,
Great
or
episode.
getting a casting director that was
Great
of
episode.
name, or getting a name actor in your $10,000 movie.
First of all, it was 25,000.
It ended up being 25, but
it started off
it
as
evolved.
10.
It evolved through the show.
That was the clickbait 10,000. Make your movie for 10,000.
But we should re-air some of those shows because they're very, very helpful.
Put them up. Put
Yeah,
them
I
up.
agree.
I
I
wanna
mean,
put
I
'em
would
up.
want all that information
Yeah.
too. It's needed.
And then during COVID, remember the COVID era? We'd do the show in your backyard.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
great.
fun too.
Yeah,
Tony Alva.
Yeah, we did a best of. Remember we did a couple
I
best of.
did.
Oh, that was during Christmas. During
Yeah,
Christmas. we
I
did best
actually
of.
cut together a show that was called the Master Class.
Yeah.
And I took the most important pieces of every show and I put them in.
It was all him talking.
Yeah, it was just me.
Basically, yeah. David and I go, good job, Roberts.
All right, we'll see you next week.
You're right.
But Shaniece, our show, the reason we want you on, but our show is about inspiring young filmmakers.
Yes.
You know, people in the industry, people that are doing it on their own, sitting at home, thinking like, "Oh, my Theo's ideas it could be a really great movie." But a lot of times you don't know how you get to certain places. You know, like my wife started at Access Hollywood, right, as an intern and became senior producer at Access Hollywood, and then went to work at Disney.
Yeah.
And you are, what do you do at Access Hollywood?
So I'm a producer, and then on occasion I get sent out on different assignments where I'm a guest correspondent, either solo or with my twin sister Shanae. So I like that I get to get both sides of this industry. Yeah.
Do you get sent out with your sister for Access?
Yes.
Oh, no way.
So the last time that we were sent out together was for the Super Bowl, which was really
I
fun.
remember that. That was
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Yes, and she's so lucky because I'm the one that's in the football and sports in general. And so, you know, I get assigned, and then they were like, oh, Shanae should do it with you. And I'm like, Shanae doesn't know nothing. But I didn't tell them.
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what, let me school her. And so I printed out sheets of, like, the different teams that were in the playoffs, and then we would do our study sessions. Like,
Oh, wow.
I made sure she was prepared.
That's
Yes.
tight.
Yep.
She,
tight.
she has her sister's back until her sister puts her on blast on national TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that day? Yeah,
Yeah.
she got upset.
Did you? I can't imagine you ever being upset about anything.
No,
Well, that I was because we did an interview together about like twins falling in love and if we have the same types, and we have different types. I like Latinos, and she likes Caucasian, and I didn't think that she would say anything, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, Shaniece likes a Mario Lopez, AC Slater type," and I'm like, "Why did you need to say that?" Yes,
wasn't
that was
even
my
that
Hollywood
bad.
crush,
Yeah.
but he didn't need to know that.
that was the only time I saw you. You weren't even like, you were just more like
Like
I
this.
can't believe it.
Yes, yes.
But you always have her. She always has her sisters.
Oh,
back.
that's
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I know you because I work with Mario and we do movies together. I do the podcast with Tootie and Davy Dave, so I get to see a lot. And then when we started the production of Once Upon a Christmas Wish, which, by the way, airs on Great American Family Network on December 7th. If you want to find Once Upon a Christmas Wish, you'll be able to find it on Freevee. You'll be able to find it on Hulu, wherever Great American Family is shown. Whether or not it actually goes to Great American Family Pureflix, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing because they're owned by the same place, but I think it'll air first on Great American Family. But when we started the production of Great American Family, Mario immediately said, hey, there's this great character in the movie, and I think Shaniece can play it. And I didn't know you were an actress, right? I was like,
I'm
wait
a
a minute.
superhero.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Like, Shaniece is an actor. So then we went to you, and you put yourself on tape, and then you sent me some commercials you had been in.
Yeah.
What were the commercials?
So in recent times, well, the main one that I sent you was Ring Pop that I was a lead in, and that one was really fun. Prior to that, I did AT&T with my twin sister.
Yeah.
That was a fun one. Just Fab Shoes.
Wasn't there a Nickelodeon one in there too?
A Nickelodeon. Well, we hosted stuff for Nickelodeon a couple years ago, so that was fun. And then, I sent you my sitcom reel.
Yeah.
Because I had a co-star role in The Neighborhood, Family Reunion, and then there was another one. But yeah, so that's pretty much what
That's
I've been
pretty
doing.
amazing. So we would see each other every day. I didn't know that you had done all this other work. Mario said she can do it. You sent your tape. We sent it over to the network, and you ended up getting yourself the part, really. But it was really cool, and also to see the cross sort of pollination of, like, you're a producer, you're on camera talent, and in sort of a much different area, and then to do it on film, which was like a scripted job, right? As a different character, and then you got the job, and it was amazing. So how was your experience doing the movie, like, versus what you do for a living?
It was honestly the greatest experience of my life so far,
Get out.
and no, I'm being real. And then I gained a family on top of that, like anytime that I see you guys, I geek out more than my coworkers. But it really just also set the tone for how I wanted the rest of the year to play out, because I was away for 3 weeks, I was on location, and all I had to worry about was just acting and playing this character, really immersing myself in the story. And, I also learned a lot just being on set, like what you had to deal with behind the scenes. I didn't know what I love seeing people in action, but I love that I got to see that part of you as well. And then you juggling 1,000 things on set. You were handling the Access Hollywood stuff. You too, Davey Dave. And then also acting, So I just love seeing all that come together. And then also just, me seeing the script. I like to read things from start to finish. Some people, they just read their lines and that's it and focus on that scene. But I really wanted to see the story come to life. And it did beautifully.
We gotta get you to know how to read like a call sheet though next time for the next one.
Oh wow! Yeah, look, I loved my experience on this movie, and I did not want to be cut out of any scenes. And I didn't know that there was a schedule change of some sort. And so when I saw that Monday,
it was actually Monday comes Tuesday.
Yeah.
It doesn't go Monday, Wednesday, but that's okay.
There was no schedule change.
Look, I don't know, but I didn't see my name on the list.
Because you were looking at Wednesdays. That's
Yes,
okay.
that's
And I panicked. I said, "Oh my God!" And I called both of y'all. It was like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night.
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh my God! I got taken out of a scene. I can't believe this. I want to be on set."
David and I were putting them back, and we're like,
Yes,
what?
yes. I did not, because that's the worst thing. You don't want to be taken out.
Did you get taken out of a scene?
No,
I
she
didn't.
read the wrong call sheet. She read like 2 days in advance, and she was like, I'm not on tomorrow.
Yes, I was crying. But
And we
that's
didn't
how much I wanted to really be in the movie.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
up in it.
We called Herzinger. Hey, man, did something happen? What are you talking about?
guys
We're
are
like, oh, never mind. I almost made some nasty calls too.
Oh,
but
good
I was,
looking out.
I was
though. Good
this
looking
close,
out.
but then
Yes.
I really sat down. I woke up out of my slumber and concentrated. I said, oh, never
Today's
mind.
Monday.
I
Tomorrow's
said,
Tuesday.
I said,
This ain't Wednesday.
I said,
She was
Shaniece,
looking at it in advance.
wipe
She
your
was looking
eyes
in
and go back to
advance.
sleep, please.
That's
Yes.
funny. See, but we're all there to help.
Yes,
We're all-
it's a family.
You didn't call
like
me.
they care. Everybody cared, And
Well, we
also,
called you.
Oh, you did.
yes, and also the other thing I love is that everyone wants you to be the best that you can be. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm just going to worry about what I have to do. Like, everybody knows that collectively we're putting this project on together, and whatever the end result is on all of us.
Yeah.
You know, and so I love that. Like, it was the first time where people really, like, wanted all of us to win in our different roles that we were doing. So I love that.
Yeah,
you
it was
know,
a lot of
and then I
fun.
got paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the most money that I ever made.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Well,
What
we
did
lo-
I tell you in the
Thank you.
lobby? Do you remember what I told you?
What?
To put it in perspective?
Yeah.
I said, Shaniece, I go, you're here getting paid as an actress.
Uh-huh.
You have a per diem.
Yeah.
All you got to worry about is knowing your lines. You
Exactly.
made it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you're like, wait, I did.
Well, that's
For this
great
week.
advice.
Yes.
You made it. So
Yes.
enjoy the week. Enjoy the journey.
Yes.
And did she know her lines? Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
And you want to, and then the other thing too, like even on the days that I wasn't on set, I was investing in my craft. Like, you know, I was taking dance classes, you know, exploring the city, watching movies, studying the movies that you guys like, you know.
Drinking
So
with Dave and I in the lobby.
yeah, exactly.
We didn't know you
know?
didn't drink. We made you drink anyways. You just held it.
But, and I just love that, and I would love for my life to continue to be that way. And so, thank you guys for believing in me, giving me this opportunity, because I want this to continue. You know, so I got to do my part and making sure that I'm, you know, getting out there and auditioning and being in the room. So yeah.
Well, you did a great job,
Nice.
and you kept putting it out there, right? That you're an actress, and Lopez listened, and you know, and
Yeah.
put you up for something. It's an interesting time now because I guess 5 years ago it wasn't all about being on tape, right? It was
Right.
it was about going in for interviews, and people couldn't make it, and now all of a sudden you can just put yourself on tape and get a part. How did you feel about putting yourself on tape? And are you doing it a lot now?
Yes, still doing it a lot now. And the crazy thing is, you know, I feel like basically the entire time that I've been here for 10 years. And I literally have been living a double life. Like by day, I'm working, you know, somewhere in TV. And then, you know, once I step off set, then I'm like trying to, you know, act and stuff. That's really my first passion. And so the crazy thing about the in-person auditions, it's like you never know what time they're going to be. You don't know where, you know. Thankfully, a lot of the stuff is, you know, near us, but like if it's in Clover City or Santa Monica, you're screwed, you know. And so here I would be like, I remember a couple times this happened when I was working at Steve Harvey. I would be at my desk getting an audition, and then it would say like Clover City or you know, in Hollywood. And so then I would be like, okay, I got to wrap up by this time so I can make it to the audition by this time. And then when I'm at the audition, then I'm like, oh my God, I hope they're on time so I can make it back on time. Like I was stressing myself
hard,
out.
yeah, it was hard.
And then I didn't know this, but until like, you know, something happened. But like I was having anxiety attacks, and it was because of me living the double life, because I didn't let, you know, my job know that I was doing this. I would just take breaks. And then vice versa. I didn't tell them, oh, I'm coming from work. And so, yeah, me working at Access was the first time that I was able to, like, just truly be myself and do both things without it really interfering.
That's
You know,
great.
and then they support it. So, yeah, I do prefer self-tapes because you have more control over the situation.
Yeah, and it's a great, and it's. I used to sit there. I guess we all did, right? We all sat there and watched actor after actor after actor come into a reading, and you don't have to do that anymore. I sit there with a director, and we kind of go through tapes, and if someone's good, you kind of move them to the next rung, or you look through about 12 people, and then you pick 3 or 4 to send to the network, and that's how it works. Teddy gets stressed out too because he's got to go do his other job.
Yeah.
He's an actor. He trains people
He
boxing.
does it all, yeah.
And he does his Access job. It's a lot of work.
And-
And he's a director-writer.
That's
Gee
right.
whiz.
Yes. And a dad. Like,
Oh my God, he's a dad too.
And,
yeah.
Well, listen,
and a fool.
And a foo.
you can't rock and roll and be married.
That's correct.
Ah.
So I'm getting a divorce, honey. You heard it right here. 101st episode. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't lock the door. I'm going
That's
home
true.
tonight.
Great
that's
advice.
true.
Great
It's-
advice.
But it's complicated. But I will say, I think one of the biggest pieces of advice I give actors is I said, put yourself on tape. Don't worry about how good it looks. Don't worry about the lighting. Just deliver a great performance, even if it's just you and your phone. Because I have not just me. You know, everyone on the production, we have picked people that don't even have a SAG card
Wow.
out of a tape that they did like this with their phone, you know, like stretched out arm. Because at the end of the day, we're not expecting actors to have the perfect tape. We're expecting them to be good actors. right? And a good actor shows up whether it's on a cell phone or on a
Right.
perfectly lit set. I've seen a lot of great tapes that I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. And sometimes it helps, by the way, sometimes it helps if the person reading with you is sort of good. Like it
Yeah.
really is distracting if the other person's just saying the lines like this.
Exactly.
So bad. Sometimes I kind of hope that the other person is good so that it can give you something to work with.
Right.
But no matter what I suggest is keep putting yourself on tape and keep sending it out because you just never know. It's so easy too. You just put yourself on tape, send it, and maybe tomorrow someone calls, gives you a call back.
Yeah.
Plus, you got your sister who's an actress, right?
Yes, and
So
she's
you have her-
always my reader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, is she really?
Yes,
Oh, that's cool.
but what's funny is when we're sent out on the same thing, she does it secretly. Like I don't know who she be getting, but she gets somebody else other than me.
Yeah.
And then I'm always like, yeah, I'm not in competition with Shanae. I'm just like, if I get something, it's a win for both of us, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny when they put us up for the same thing, and it's like I don't care. Like be my reader. Like one of us is going to
Fine.
get it or move on to the
Oh,
next
so you
round.
do a tape? You each do a tape and send that tape in?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's
sometimes
funny.
your
But
sister goes with somebody
she'll,
else.
Yeah, she'll do it.
I'm
She'll send it
beginning-
before. Yeah.
Listen, I'm beginning not to like your sister. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes, because there was one time we both went out for the role for the neighborhood, and both of us love the sitcom. You know, we love Cedric, all that, and so we sent it out. I didn't see what her take was, but my take, I just felt like, oh, I'm better. And then we had to sing too, and so we're talking, and I'm in front of her, and then I get a text from my agent, and she was like, Shaniece, you got directly booked for this, and I just shared it nonchalantly. Oh, I got booked for the neighborhood, and she was crying. She didn't want to talk to me. She went into her room, and I'm just like, Shanae, like it's a win for both of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know,
Aw.
so yeah,
It
there's
ha-
pros
it
and cons of
happens.
being submitted.
It
as
happens.
twins.
If it would have been 2 days, would you split it with her? Like you say, okay, I'll take this. They won't know, right?
Right,
That would
right.
be
Yeah.
It sounds complicated, but you should continue to put yourself on tape, send it out as much as you can because it's nothing, you know. It's
Yeah.
important for people to see what you can do, and you never know. Sometimes even when we're picking people off of tapes, I'm like, God, this guy's gonna be or this girl's gonna be so excited because this is such a random selection process, you know, and it works and it happens, and it's sort of what's the way people are getting picked to do stuff these days.
But you
know?
bring like my kids, they do that a lot. They do a lot more auditions than I do. But they'll do like on self tape, and then maybe do another one, and then they'll go in, and then they'll read for like the casting people in person or producer, and then they get a second. You know what I mean? Then
Yeah.
usually that's about it. But
Yeah, I
do you
haven't.
do that? Do you do that, or you just go straight?
I
off the
haven't
self-tape?
experienced. I think what I normally do is we do. The director and I will pick 3 or 4 people out of 12 or whatever we got offered. We'll pick those tapes, send them to the network. The network will then pick a couple, and then we'll do readings like
In
we'll
person?
No, like it'll be
Self-tape?
Zoom as well.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll Zoom. Everyone will be on, and we'll talk to them, and they'll say, okay, and then they'll be directed to read while they're on Zoom, and they'll do their part or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't think we brought any. We've done chemistry reads with leads.
Yeah.
Like the leads will come in, and like at Netflix, we would sit there and like bring in 4 different stars to read with the other star, and then one's cast, the other 4 will be cast if it works out. But it's a weird process, and also I think it depends on who you're making movies for. But if you're doing it for a cable network, you're still getting paid pretty good money. You may or may not come in. You may just get cast right off of your tape and off of a Zoom meeting. If you're doing it for Netflix or Paramount, one of the big ones, you'll have to come in for a chemistry read.
Oh.
And if it's a smaller part, I mean, the other thing, this is actually a great conversation, because if you think about it, part of the reason that you're so good, Shaniece, is that you're very fun and jovial and happy, and you have very specific type of character, especially when you watch your tapes, right? The commercials that you've done all seem to have like a very energetic sort of personality in them, right? So I think that helps you pretty good. Like Davy Dave.
Yeah, I like that.
Davy Dave in the movie Once Upon a Christmas Wish, I just watched it, And each time I see it, I kind of focus a little bit more on the characters because you're just trying to see if there's any issues.
Right.
But then I watch Davy Dave, and Davy Dave's got a whole character going on back there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's chewing gum. He's looking at the
I love
car.
it.
Like it's definitely like method. There's a little a little
he
method
was in
acting
it.
going on there.
Yeah, I got to get into it, bro. You know what I mean? I have to be present.
Were you thinking about it when you were doing the?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, Dave had like 8 directors coming at him, dude. I was remember
It
you're
was a little rough,
everybody
bro.
kept
It
pulling
was
us
a little
like,
rough.
Hey, try like this. Hey,
Who was
no,
doing
like
that? I said a couple things.
everybody.
It's all good. It's all
Everybody.
good. It's
I
all
could
good.
tell he was getting stressed. I said, "Do you, player?"
No.
I tried real hard not to give you advice, but I must have said.
No, you
something.
did. You said something. You said, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah,
you
yeah,
backed off.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all good.
But who was directing you besides Herslinger?
Uh,
Mario was directing.
Lopez, Stearns.
But you did a really good job, I thought.
That's nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I like.
I had a
to
great
get
time.
It too.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah, and
And I like. Didn't
this
you have
guy
an
with an
accent?
accent.
No.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
did.
did. It was a New York.
Yes, you
For the
did.
long
Hey,
road.
fucker, I can't remember what you were going to say.
And it was actually snowing during his scene, right?
It actually was
Yeah,
raining,
yeah.
snowing, yes.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm.
/rain /snow. But let me ask you this, Shaniece. Are you there's so many different things that you do. What's your favorite thing to do?
Acting.
And how did you get started? I mean, you're very young as it is, but how did the bug hit you? Like how old were you?
Honestly, like maybe 5 years old, because the first thing that I fell in love with was dance. And then I started watching like In Living Color, Fresh Prince, Saved by the Bell. And I was like, oh, these guys are so cool. And then my sister and I, we would mimic what they were doing on these shows and acting it out. And then, whenever there was a talent show, my sister and I would go up and do these skits. And then we started hosting, some of the assemblies. So it just started to expand. And then we were like, wow, this is something that we should really consider as a career.
Yeah.
And then some of the notes that I got, like when I went to Temple University, and some of the notes that I got was don't major in theater because you got to have a backup plan.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, if I major something in TV, at least I'll still be plugged in, and it'll be good for me to understand what goes on and how everything is, it comes to be. And so I majored in broadcasting, telecommunications, and mass media, and then I minored in dance. And I feel like me learning the behind the scenes, it made me a better performer because I took everything serious, like not seriously, but like I just was more respectful when I was on set, and still to this day. And then just mindful of everything that's going on, like a lot of these actors, they'll come on set and they have these big egos, and it's like you don't know what led up to this point and how many people had to create this very thing that you're stepping into. And so it makes me appreciate everything more, knowing that I have the knowledge that I do outside of acting.
Yeah. And do you write? You also write?
Well, I mean, I write for the show,
Yeah.
but my sister and I, we do like skits, and during the pandemic, we would write a lot of skits. But the main thing that our end goal is to have a superhero TV show or movie, and we created these characters called the Justice Twins. And what we did was we crafted the look, we did a photo shoot, and then we appeared as them at Comic-Con 2 years ago. And everybody from the celebrities to like the people on the floor, they were reacting to us as if we already had a show or had our own comic book, But my whole thing with doing that was let's put it out to the masses and see check the temperature of this.
So you did build it, they will come. You straight
exactly,
did build the dreams.
Exactly, yes. And so then once I got the footage, then I put together like a little reel, and then we pitched it a couple of times, but the person that said, oh, I'll help you guys out, was Kenan Thompson. Oh, nice. And so hopefully something happens. Well, but I learned to never get my hopes up in this industry.
Yeah.
What's meant for us is meant for us.
True.
But I do believe that one day the Justice Twins will be on the telly.
When you did that reel, did you use music?
Yes, we did.
Did you happen to use extreme music?
We used Pound 5.
Okay, well, get rid of Pound 5.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, why?
You're talking about Pond 5.
Pond 5, yeah.
Pond 5 has
Pond 5.
music. Did you know Pond 5 has music?
Yes, I've used
Yes.
Okay, well,
Before I knew
here's
music.
the crazy thing is that he's right? Extreme Music is our partner
Yes.
here on the program. And ironically, I started using Extreme Music before they became our partner. That's part of the reason we had them on the show. We had Russ Emanuel on the show, and he ended up sponsoring the show. But I've been using Extreme Music for a long time, and they're this great platform where you go on. I'm talking about all over the world. There's composers from all over the world putting music on there. There's hits on there from shows that are on TV now.
Wow.
And we used it for Tootie's movie that Dave and I produced. Called Beautiful Darkness. The entire score is from extrememusic.com.
Wow.
I use it for my movie, Made in Mexico.
Yeah, but it's a wonderful platform. It's probably the best in the business. And if next time, instead of going to Palm 5, you should go to extrememusic.com.
Yes, I will. Yes.
Yeah, check it out.
And I'm familiar with them. I don't know why I didn't tap in.
They're the best. They're the best. They usually have a deal with everyone. Like normally, if I do a movie for any network, they usually already have a deal with them. So I'm able to use any of their music. So if you're out there looking for music for your product, check out extrememusic.com. They're the best. Thank you for reminding me about that. So what's next for you? What's the? I mean, by the way, Kenan Thompson is a very. Did I get the name right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Kenan Thompson is a very big deal. That's legendary in our business. So like that connection's pretty big. Hopefully something works out.
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
show.
hopefully. So, we've been, and thank you for your advice. It's like everybody gets busy, but like, you have to remind people, hey, don't forget about us. Where are we going? Or we're going to go somewhere else. So I do appreciate you guys for pushing me and reminding me to
Absolutely.
it's not afraid to ask and follow up. So
always follow up.
Yeah.
And so that's something that you're working on. And what are you looking at? What's 5 years down the road for you?
Yeah, 5
what
years
are you
down the road. My hope is to be a series regular on a sitcom. Right now, I'm eyeing for Papa's House. It's a new sitcom on CBS. CBS. It'll air on Mondays in 2 weeks with Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, awesome.
Yes,
Congratulations.
I'm eyeing for it like that. 5 years from now, I want to be a series
I know.
regular.
I'm congratulating you because I see you getting it.
Oh, wow. Thank you. But yeah, stuff like that. And then I did a drama role earlier this year, or it aired in June. And it was for Clipped, the limited series on FX. And I like doing drama, so I always saw myself as a comedy girl. But me taking on that role, I was like, you know what? It's good that I can do multiple things, or I guess different types of roles. So I don't want to box myself in.
So you're open to a lot of stuff in the future, whatever comes your way. That's awesome.
Pay attention, Roberts.
I'm gonna put her in something in the future too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Me too.
But it's awesome what you've done. I think you have to keep trying in this business. It's also ever changing, right? Like we talk about it on the show all the time. Like it's constantly changing. It's constantly getting rid of this network.
It seems like there was like a 10-year span where it was all kind of like, and now it's like really changing, really, really changing.
I mean, when you start looking at like Netflix is not a very old company. They started sending you DVDs through the mail.
Right.
And this wasn't too long ago.
I did them. I used them.
Yeah, I did too.
2006, I think, right?
Yeah. So it has been around for a long time, but they ended up becoming the industry leader. We used to watch DVDs all the time. We don't watch it. No one hardly has a DVD player anymore.
Yeah.
I do too somewhere, but I don't know where it's at.
I have the 4K one.
But
So-
isn't it sad how beautiful it was to like put on an album or put on a DVD or put on what was those other big things that were
Laserdisc.
laser discs.
Laserdisc. You know what's coming back though? Like the hipsters. So vinyl's been back for a while, but cassettes. Remember we did vidiots?
Yeah.
And VCRs.
VCRs. Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Wow.
Yeah, because the quality, it's not good quality, but they like that quality. The hipsters like, ooh, it's VHS.
Yeah.
Because none of them were born then. So it's like,
Right.
yeah, we watch it, we're like, that looks awful.
Be kind, rewind. Be kind, rewind.
Right.
But no, it is an ever changing landscape, and you sort of have to stay on top of it, and you got to keep putting yourself out there and keep doing stuff and keep pitching and keep doing whatever you can to stay busy. But I think the key is to enjoy the work, do as much of it as you can. There's no boundaries. You can be a producer, you can be an actor, you can be a writer, you can be a creator. You can do it all now, and you don't have to get pigeonholed into one side.
Right.
And you're doing it. So congratulations. I'm looking forward to see what you do next.
Thank you. And I will say I am very grateful to be a part of this movie. And just me doing, like, producing all these different interviews, I see the actors that enjoy the project that they're promoting and those that are like, oh, I just got to get through this press tour. And it's like, I'm excited about this project. I'm excited. I want people to know.
Well, you're great in it. It's called Once Upon a Christmas Wish. We have Davy Dave. We have Tootie in it. We have Shaniece in it. We have Mario in it. We have Mario's wife and Mario's kid. It was really a family event. So if you guys want to check it out, it comes out December 7th. It's going to be on Great American Family Network and probably end up on Great American PureFlix. So keep an eye out for it. We'll let you know when it's coming. What's your ad?
My ad is Superwoman Superfly.
All right. Well,
There we go.
check her out, see what she's up to, and we'll see you guys next time on Film Hustlers.
Shaniece does that. I tease her all the time about that. Yes.
That was fun.
Thanks.
No,
Shaniece.
thank you. Like I said, I gained a family through this.
We're-
Like, you guys really are my second
Oh,
family.
us.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yay!